Hey everyone, it's Melanie, and I thought it would be fun to share with you guys my favorites for the month of July. I've never done a video like this before, but I really enjoy watching them, and so I thought that I would put one out there and we'll see how it goes. So, I don't even really know where to start. Let's start with kind of beauty products. Sure, we'll call it that. First of all, one of my absolute favorite things that I used this month was this almond and aloe hand cream by Caswell Massey. It smells so good, you guys. It smells just like almonds. Oh, I use this every night when I go to bed, and then when my hands are like up by my face on my pillow, I'm like, oh, it smells so good. I love it. I love that, you guys. I got this one, I want to say I got this at Target. That may not be right, but I think I got it at Target. Regardless, it is awesome. Next is my favorite lip balm, and this can pretty much be in my favorites video every single month if I decided to do one, because this is my favorite lip balm. This is the mint. It just smells so good. I don't know what it is. I've tried a lot of different EOS lip balms, and I really don't care for like the fruity ones. The only two that I like are this one, and then the one it's like coconut milk, I think is what it's called. Those are the two that I use. And I also smelled one at my friend's house the other day. It was like mango scented or something, but she said that it was medicated as well. So that one I'm gonna have to look for, because I did like the way that one smelled. But the strawberry one, and like there's some other ones that I've seen, I don't really care for them, but this one I love, and I use this one all the time. I think I have 3 or 4 of these. One stays right here by the bed. One of them is in my purse. I used to have one in my diaper bag. I don't even know. I've got these stashed everywhere because I love those. And let's see. This is something that I know I picked up at Target. This is what I use to take off my makeup. And primarily, I don't wear a lot of makeup, but the majority of the makeup that I do wear is eye makeup. So this is what I use to take off my eye makeup. It is so good. It takes everything off and it doesn't burn my eyes. I've used some eye makeup removers before that I feel like my eyes are on fire. This doesn't do that. So I really like this a lot. There's no harsh chemicals in it, and I use it first to take off my eye makeup, and then I use it all over my skin, and then I go back and I use the facial towelettes that are from Costco. I really like those a lot, but this is what I use to take off my eye makeup, and I really like it. I would recommend it to anyone, and it lasts a really, really long time too. What else? Let's see. My favorite sunscreen for this month, and it's now August, so obviously we use a lot of sunscreen, is by the Honest Company, and it's the this one is the lotion. And the only reason I picked this one up to show you guys is because the spray that I have is actually in our pool bag, and I'm not 100% sure where that's located right now. So I grabbed this to show you, but yeah, the Honest Company has a really good sunscreen, and it actually, there's no chemicals in this. This is not a chemical sunscreen. There are actually physical sunscreen in this. So yeah, I love this. I use this one and I use the spray. I would recommend either of them. They are both amazing, and I know you can get these at Target. I actually order mine through the Honest Company. I have a bundle that is shipped to me every month, so that's where I get mine. Let's see. Share with you my favorite oils for the month of July. The first one was Purification. This is amazing. What we used it most for in the month of July was mosquito bites. I think we used it when my son got a bee sting, ant bites, anything like that. We use Purification, and it takes away the itch. It's amazing, just like a drop of this over the little insect bite, and it just makes all the difference in the world. Plus, when I use this in my diffuser, I can get rid of unwanted odors in my house. So one day we had something in the trash, I don't remember what it was. It did not smell good. It was probably a combination of a lot of things, and it smelled ridiculous. So I put 3 drops of purification in my diffuser in my kitchen, and within like 20 minutes you couldn't even, well, obviously we took the trash out, but you know those smells can sometimes linger. You couldn't even smell it anymore. It is so good. That was one of my favorites for the month of July. My other favorite was Peace and Calming 2. Now, this one, if I'm correct, they have discontinued the original Peace and Calming, and this is the replacement, so that's why it says Peace and Calming 2. Peace and Calming is kind of one of my favorite oils all the time. I diffuse this a lot in my kids' bedroom when they go to bed at night. I'll diffuse it in my bedroom sometimes. And the crazy thing is, when I first started using essential oils, I could not stand the way this oil smelled. I smelled it and I was like, ugh, it was awful. But now it's one of my favorites. I love it. And I would say we use this, if not every day, probably at least every other day. So that is my second favorite oil for the month of July. Yay for Peace and Calming. And let's see, let's move on to my favorite candle for this month. This candle is from Bath & Body Works, and it is the Coconut Vanilla. It smells so good. I love the smell of coconut during the summer months. I mean, I use coconut body wash, coconut candles, coconut anything. It smells so good. And this is Coconut Vanilla. I burn this in my bedroom. It's just so calming. It's such a subtle, like, soft scent, but at the same time it's so relaxing. And I have to say, I love this jar that it's in, because at night when I light this candle, this blue glass is absolutely gorgeous. It is so pretty. My kids have even come into my bedroom at night and they've commented on how pretty this candle looks. My 5-year-old son commented, he's like, Mom, that candle looks really pretty. So yeah, I love this candle, and it smells amazing. I'm so funny though, because during the winter months, I won't burn a coconut candle. But during the summer, it's my favorite. Okay, so next let me show you my favorite snack, one of my favorite snacks, and that is the toasted coconut chips. I have this kind, the Bear, and I also bought the brand that I found at Target. I think it was Dang. And I'm telling you, these are so good. I have to really limit myself on how many of these I can eat, because, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they're a pretty healthy snack, but they are not low fat. A half cup is a serving size, and it has 170 calories, 100 of which are from fat. So yeah, it's a good form of fat, but still, I'm not gonna let myself just go crazy and eat the whole bag, even though I really could. Most often what I've been doing is just putting this on top of my Shakeology in the morning, and that way I get a little bit of crunch with my shake, which I really like, but I'm also getting to indulge in this, and because it's just on top of my shake, I'm not just eating it straight out of the bag, because I have done that and I don't know when to stop. These are so good, you guys. Y'all have to try these. Even if you think you don't like coconut, try these. They're amazing. Okay, so next is something, I saw a picture of this, I think on Instagram. I don't even know whose Instagram account it was, to be honest with you. And I thought, that looks so good. And so I found it when I went to the store. It's the Tezo Iced Blushberry Black Tea. This is so good. I cannot even tell you how good this is. This, I bought the one that makes the pitchers. I'm not even sure if they make like individual tea bag ones. I'm not sure. But yes, this is very, very good. Black tea is my favorite. I'm not a big fan of green tea, but I really like black tea. I live in the South, and so sweet tea is a big deal down here, but I cannot allow myself to drink sweet tea. I have actually reached a point now where if I go to a restaurant and get sweet tea, it is too sweet. It's like syrup, and I can't do it. So with this, I can make tea at home. This is not sweetened, so I do add a little bit of stevia to it to make it a little bit sweet, but it's not very sweet. It's still definitely more on the unsweet side. But this particular tea is black tea with notes of black raspberry, huckleberry, and strawberry. It is so good, and it, to me, is like the perfect summer iced tea. So good. Try this. You will not be sorry that you did. Okay. This is I hope that this isn't gross, but I'm just keeping it real here. This jar of more than half, or about half gone salsa, I buy this at Costco. This is my favorite store brand salsa. It's so good. And I eat this not every day, but I totally could. It's the medium, so it's just spicy enough without being overly spicy. My kids can eat it and it's not a big deal. And one of the things that I really like about this is that there's no sugar. And a lot of salsas that I have found in the stores have sugar in them. And I don't want sugar in my salsa. I just want the vegetables. So this one has tomatoes, water, jalapeno peppers, cilantro, dehydrated garlic, salt, red wine vinegar, spices, which who knows what those are, and lemon juice concentrate. A lot of those exact same ingredients are what I use in my salsa when I make it from scratch at home. So this is so good. I eat this, I mean, if I'm gonna eat like a taco salad, I use this. I use this on eggs sometimes. I will use this all the time. I try not to do a lot of chips in salsa because the chips can have a lot of calories that I really don't want. But yeah, this is amazing. Love this stuff. And kind of following that same route, this has been my favorite book of the month. And to be honest with you, to me, this is just, it's just a good book. It's amazing. It's the 100 Days of Real Food, and excuse me, I'm still trying to get over a cold. This book is so good because in my way of thinking, there are so many diets out there, and I did Trim Healthy Mama for a little while, and while I think that Trim Healthy Mama is great and people have had tremendous success on it, I didn't really feel like it was 100% for me. Now, I did learn a lot from doing the research and actually doing the diet. I'm sorry, I just got distracted. I did learn a lot, and I'm glad that I did it. But to me, real food is where it's at. You need to be eating real, unprocessed foods if you want to be healthy. Bottom line, you can't get much more simple than that. So I've really enjoyed reading this book. It's by Lisa Leek, and I think that's how you say her last name. And it's literally the story of her family's journey to a life of real food. And it has a lot of really helpful tips in it, and it has a lot of recipes in it. So yeah, I've really enjoyed this book. I mean, if you're interested, and it's a really easy read. It's not too technical. It's not too it's not hard to read at all. She's extremely easy to follow in this book. If you're interested in learning more about real food and how to transition your diet over to one that is better for you, I would highly recommend this book. Cannot say enough good things about it. And then, just for fun, I thought I would tell you guys my favorite song for the month of July. I can't play it for you, obviously, because there are rules about that on YouTube, but I heard this song one day, and when it came on, I was like, and I just couldn't stop. It's Uptown Funk with Bruno Mars, and yeah, every time it comes on, I just want to start dancing. So yeah, it's awesome. I love it. It always puts me in a good mood whenever I'm feeling down or I'm feeling, like I need to pick me up. I turn on that song, and before you know it, I'm smiling, and I just feel so much better. So yeah, that is going to be it for my favorites for the month of July. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and maybe I'll do another video for my August favorites at the end of this month. And if you have anything that was your favorite in the month of July, let me know. I would love to hear about that because I'm always looking to try new things. Yeah, thanks for watching, you guys, and I will be back soon. Bye! Hey everyone, it's Melanie, and I thought that it would be fun to come and share